Hello, hello, hello. So happy to have you with us. So happy to be here. Thanks so much to all my subscribers, including my new ones. And if you haven't subscribed, remember to do so now or at the end of the video because it is free. You're not going to be charged. So I wanted to update you a little bit about a post that I posted some months ago about Bachelorette Gold. So I came across this article where we hear from Rachel and Bryan in their own words right after her season of The Bachelorette wrapped and after he was chosen as her fiance. So in one of the questions, she did talk about not really actually having feelings for the other guys. She said that, no, I had feelings of love for the last 4 guys, but with Bryan, it was completely different. I never told any of the other men that I was in love with them. That was important to me. I felt love for the others, but I wasn't in love with them. And Bryan comes in and says, there's a big difference. Well, if you remember, her last 4 men whom she had to choose between were Dean, Peter, Eric, and of course, Bryan Abasello. And looking at some of the pictures that I found of the last 4, Dean definitely seemed interested, but kind of restricted. Eric seemed interested in her and happy and everything, but she seemed a little reserved. Like she was still trying to figure him out. Maybe there was something that she felt he was hiding. Peter, she had a great big huge smile. So did he. They seemed definitely into each other and definitely seemed like something that would be long lasting. And last but not least, there was Bryan Abasello. And in this picture, I thought they just seemed very tense and pensive and like they were in a lot of deep thought. So I really thought just in this surprise photo of them, it didn't really look that captivating. She also talked about other things in this season that had to do with the final rose ceremony. And she kind of knew, she says, when I walked into Peter's hotel room at the very end, I knew I was going to send him home. At that point, I knew it was Bryan. With Peter, I constantly got this push and pull. So it seemed like she felt, she goes on to say, even though obviously Peter really loved her, it just was very triggering for her with past relationships. And that's why I guess she didn't particularly feel safe with him. And it wasn't because of his reluctance to propose, but she chose Bryan. And she also talked about how Bryan was indeed her first choice. And she had a list of things that she wanted in a man. And he pretty much checked off every single thing. In the past, she would run away if that were the case. But she said, let me stop running. I deserve to have everything I have checked off or I have on the list in my man. So that's kind of what happened, folks. And I mean, they seem so much in love in this interview. Obviously, that's such a long cry from where they are now and with the recent ruling. So I don't know. What do you all think? Do you want to hear more from this interview? Do you want a live reading? Or do you have any thoughts about it? Do you think that maybe she should have questioned things like maybe this is too good to be true rather than I don't deserve it? Maybe there were some flags that may have made her want to run away from him as well as she's done in the past, because we all know not everything that glitters is gold, and sometimes things aren't as they seem. But anyway, I just thought I wanted to post this because I did promise you all that I would share some of that Bachelorette gold that I uncovered in a post recently. So please keep posted through the community posts that I make. That way you'll know what's coming up, and you can also let me know if you want to hear something that I'm proposing. So anyway, it was great. sharing this with you all. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave your comments below. Please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. And also like the video on your way out. If you have anything that you'd like to see in future videos or requests, please let me know as well. And of course, leave your comments because I do love reading them and engaging in them as well. Thanks to all my subscribers near and far, and I hope you enjoy and replay. Bye.